Hey guys, it's Finn, and welcome to the release of my Infinite texture pack. This is the texture pack I've been working on for the past few months, and I have to say it's probably my favorite texture pack of all time. Maybe I'm biased because I made it, but I'm sure it's just really good. So yeah, this is the Infinite pack, and we called it Infinite. It was actually Huawei's idea to call it the Infinite texture pack. Fin it. Get it? Basically, this is a 16 by 16 texture pack that's supposed to look fairly similar to the default Minecraft, but with maybe more of a smooth feel, and also hopefully it'll work really well for things like UHC and survival games. And there's also a version of this texture pack that I made for Gold Ellipse. Me and Gold actually worked on this, and I also made a version for Huawei, that is the Huawei Infinite pack that he has also edited, and he may or may not release in the coming future. But yeah, today we're going to be showing basically the main Infinite pack, which is this pack here. And if at any point you do want to download this pack, there will be a link in the description, so you can go ahead and download that. So yeah, let's get right into the pack. As you can see in my inventory, I have the swords. Here's the gold sword, the diamond sword, iron sword, stone sword, and the wooden sword. And here's the bow also. Made a nice pullback animation, so it's kind of green when you fire and red when you start, which is pretty good. It's supposed to look sort of like kind of like a metal bow, sort of to match sort of the iron of the texture pack. So yeah, that's pretty cool. And if I go into my inventory here, here's some of the other textures. Here's the water bucket, the lava bucket, the flint and steel, which is actually animated, which is kind of cool. So let me just kind of light the ground on fire. I also made a fire texture that looks kind of cool, kind of matches the pack pretty well, I think. And yeah, the particles are from Papercraft. That's one of the things I want to mention in this video, is that there are a few textures from a few different packs, just because, not because I didn't want to make my own, but because I just really love some texture packs, specifically Papercraft, Defscape, Def Style. Those are all really great packs that I just couldn't help but take some textures from, because I really wanted this pack to be basically the best pack that I could think of, the smoothest, nicest pack that I could think of for playing UHC, MCSG, all that kind of stuff. So yeah, particles are from Papercraft. Also, these hearts, as you can see here, these, I can't really show them, but yeah, the hearts are also from Papercraft. So yeah, anyway, there is a few things from a few different packs. I'll try and mention every one of them if I can. So yeah, that's the swords. Let's move on down here, and I can show you the armor. These are all the armor items. I made completely my own armor items. Most of this pack I made myself. I would say it's probably about 90% completely original textures by me, or just edited default. So yeah, these are the armor textures that I made. There you go. There's the gold. I'll put that on right quick. And go like this, so you can see that's the gold armor. I also made the models, I think look pretty good. They're very similar to default, but yeah, just slightly nicer in my opinion. So that's the gold. Let's check out the diamond here. That's what the diamond looks like. It's also very nice, very vibrant, more of a blue, I think, which looks a bit nicer for diamond textures in my opinion. Go for the iron armor here, which again looks very similar to default, but maybe a bit brighter, a bit lighter, so a lot more obvious. And yeah, I think it looks pretty nice. The chain armor. The chain armor is actually basically not that different. I use the default chain, just kind of recolored the pixels. Not a lot you can do, because you do want to have that sort of checkerboard pattern. But yeah, still pretty nice, a bit brighter, not so dark like the default. So yeah, that's pretty good. The leather armor is default. Yeah, the leather armor is default. Actually, no, I think this is Def style. Regardless, this is very similar to the default. I didn't feel like the leather armor really needed any changing, because I thought it looked pretty good. So yeah, that's basically all the armor, and again, the items for the leather is the same as default. And this is the enchant table. This is my sort of the main version of the enchant table, sort of a more desaturated obsidian with sort of a little, like, you know, I guess, I don't know, a little cloth underneath the book there that's orange. I thought it looked pretty cool. And also all of the GUIs I edited to look really cool in my opinion. So if you go here and enchant it, you can see it looks a bit different. So I think that looks pretty cool. And yeah, that's basically that. Let's move on up here so we can see all of the blocks. Right here, as you can see, everything is very bright, very vibrant, very smooth, and yeah, I'm a big fan of how everything turned out, especially the ores here. I'm gonna take some damage. Let me just eat my apple. Actually, these apples again are edited Papercraft. Those are the one item that I took from Papercraft that I thought looked really cool, and yeah, as you can see there, I'm just gonna eat it. Looks really cool. Also, the absorption hearts look really awesome. They're very vibrant, very gold. And the apple, again, matches. Talking a million miles a minute here. But yeah, hopefully you guys can still hear what I'm saying. This is the ores. I really like the ores. I think the ores and the stone are one of the main features of this texture pack. Also, made really nice wood textures. I think these wood textures really work extremely well. So yeah, moving on, this is the chest texture. I think the chest texture looks very nice. And that's the trap chest. You can see it has a little red dot there. And this is the ender chest. This is from Papercraft. A little bit edited, but yeah, that's from Papercraft. Again, the enchant table. And this is the nether rack. This is a modified version of the cobblestone that I made. This is the cobblestone over here. The cobblestone is very cool. It's sort of blocky along with the moss cobblestone. And then this is sort of the smoother nether rack version. And also the nether quartz and the soul sand, nether brick. This is the glowstone. I like the glowstone a lot. I think it's very vibrant compared to the default. Yeah, those are all the blocks. You can kind of just look at them all here. I'm a huge fan of the grass texture that I made. I think the grass texture looks really good along with the dirt. You can see that kind of everywhere here. I really focused on making the main textures like the grass and the wood and the stone and those kind of things, like the things you see everywhere in Minecraft. I really want to make those look as good as I possibly could. So I spent the most time on those for sure. And there's also a gold bed. That was because that was for the version for gold. I didn't make a version for myself. So yeah, that's still from the gold lips version. Let's move on. This is the mycelium. I made the mycelium look very vibrant and very colorful, just because that's what I really like in packs. I really like lots of saturation and lots of color. Here's some of the more wood textures. Here's the doors. I made the iron door, sort of like a really dark, scary iron door, which I think is kind of cool. And here's the crafting table. It's actually gold, again, sort of an ode to the gold ellipse version of the pack. The gold ellipse version of mine are very similar with a few minor changes. There's the gold bed. There's the bookshelf. Moving along. Here's the anvils. They look pretty cool. TNT. I really like TNT. It's got some sort of metal on it. I thought that looked really cool. Just gonna add some flair. And yeah, that's basically that. We'll run through the woods really quick here. The wood looks pretty nice. It really looks smooth. It really matches the corresponding log texture. And the log texture is actually from Defstyle. It's the kind of the default log texture with just a little bit of gradient from Defstyle. I thought it looked really nice. So I didn't feel like that needed any editing at all. And yeah, so that looks pretty nice. And this is the glass. The glass is also very smooth and see-through, which I thought looked really good. And yeah, the gravel texture, also I spent a lot of time on the gravel texture. Like I said, I really wanted to make the main textures look really good. So I spent a lot of time on the gravel texture along with the cobblestone and the moss stone, stone brick, that kind of thing. Want to make it all look really nice. So yeah, here's some buildings. I'll kind of just run through the town here. So yeah, that is basically it. I think that's all I need to show in this pack. I'll go back in my inventory here so you can see some of the textures. Here's the fishing rod. The fishing rod I think looks really cool, and it looks pretty nice. I think that's the default bobber, but I think it looks pretty good. Along with the lava bucket, which is sort of like a darker bucket. I thought that was kind of a cool idea, and it's slightly animated. As you can see, it kind of glows a little bit, and there's the lava texture as well. Here's the water. I actually really like the water texture. I'm going to go over here to show you guys what that looks like. The water texture is very smooth and very see-through, which I think is really handy if you're doing any kind of water battles. So yeah, pretty nice there. And other than that, I think that's everything in the pack, other than the obsidian here, which I made desaturated to match the enchantment table here. I'll place that down. I just kind of make that match, so it looks pretty cool. And yeah, I don't know, I just didn't really like the purple. I thought it'd be kind of cool to do something a little different, make it sort of desaturated. So yeah, that's basically that. Hope you guys enjoyed this texture pack video, and I hope you're as excited as I am to release this pack. Haven't released a texture pack before, so I'm really excited for this one. This is the Infinite texture pack, and yeah, hope you guys really enjoy it. Hope you guys download it. All the textures in here that I made, I would really appreciate if you did not take and put into your own texture packs. That's kind of the only terms and conditions I have for this texture pack. You can download it, you can use it, you can even remix it if you want, but the only condition for using the textures and remixing it is that you title it your name and then Infinite 16 edits, basically keeping the same icon as the texture pack has now and the same description as the texture pack has now, just changing the first letters into your name. So it's like, you know, the Huawei Infinite Edit or the Gold Ellipse Infinite Edit or whatever like that. Basically, don't just take the textures and call it your own. I really appreciate if you credit me like I asked for, and I'll put a little TXT file in the texture pack download so you can read more and really know what I mean about you know, naming it and stuff like that. And I'll also include the texture pack logo, so you can make sure you keep the logo the same if you do end up using this pack and making your own edit of it. So yeah, hope you guys enjoy. Definitely get editing if you want to make an edit. I'm totally cool with that. And that's about it. Hope you guys enjoyed. Definitely click the download link. It'll be in the description, and I will see you all next time. Peace.